Hey, thanks for checking out the video. As always, this is Sho, your disembodied voice of a narrator. Anyway, about 2 months ago, I had created a video, sort of a new series called Games You Missed, the first volume in there, and the whole purpose of the video was to highlight or to showcase games that had come out in the previous month or so, but really didn't receive any attention from anyone. Just to kind of raise awareness, right? I really liked that concept, and I wanted to kind of continue that on maybe a bi-monthly basis, so maybe every 2 months or so. So here we are, we have volume 2 of GYM, or Games You Missed. Now, there's going to be a few changes for this video. First of all, no more cheesy voting anymore, at least for now. I did try it, didn't really work out too well, but for those of you who watched that video and were looking to support me at that time, thank you so much for that. Now, with that said, though, do let me know in the comments if any of the games I'm going to showcase today do pique your interest. Perhaps if there's a lot of discussion, or if there is one that is really sort of coming up quite often, I may try to kind of push a tack review on that and get maybe a little bit more information out and do some content on it. Also, before I had done 7 games, I've dropped it down to 5 this time. A lot of games were coming out, but I don't want to maybe oversaturate the list. So I just wanted to keep to 5 games that really caught my eye, and I just wanted to raise awareness of them to the larger community. So with that said, please share this video if you have friends, family, or just acquaintances in your circle that like strategy games. Yeah, maybe ask them to check out this video and see if they've heard of any of these games or not. And of course, as always, if you like the content, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. It really makes me feel so happy when that happens. Thank you for all your support. And yeah, of course, like the video. And yeah, let me know in the comments if any of these are games that you've played or if they're interesting for you. With that said, let's take a look at 5 games you missed between December 2021 and January 2022. So first up is a game that definitely piqued my interest when I first saw it drop. I think it was maybe early December, and that is Armed to the Gears. Now for me, this looks like Helldivers from the PlayStation meets MechWarrior, and I'm a huge fan of mechs and gears. So this seems to be sort of an action, top-down, almost like a twin-stick shooter. Seems well presented, you have a lot of good components, customization elements look really in-depth. There's even some sort of tower defense or some kind of strategy components. So I see some kind of turret building, which is pretty cool, but maybe the graphics may not be as strong. It does seem like it's not, super as detailed as other games are. But with that said, the price point is fairly inexpensive. I think it's retails in the US store at $12, but it's actually been on a 50% sale for a while now. So definitely a game that I have my eyes on, and I probably will be picking up soon. Next up in our number 2 slot is Pawn of the Dead. Now this is essentially chess with a twist. I gotta admit, it does seem a little cheesy with that fantasy setting and maybe how they're going for the graphics, but think about it. You're taking a classic game that everyone loves, chess, and you're giving it this really, looks like a really sincere role-playing twist. Not to mention, it seems like they've added a lot of maybe new mechanics to it. So you have these sort of magic spells you can see, and it seems like if you lose one of your pieces, it can potentially be used against you later on, which is, I think, really interesting. Now, the price point for this is also extremely inexpensive. I think it's only $10 regular with a 50% off sale. It's been going on for quite a bit now. Definitely another game that's on my list that I'll be picking up shortly, probably alongside Armed to the Gears. Now, I know this one has actually been on a lot of people's radars because it's technically getting a Western release soon, but that's Egglia Rebirth. Now, I've never played an Egglia game before, but when I looked at this, I immediately said, is this Legend of Mana? And it's a strategy RPG of Legend of Mana, because I absolutely adore that game. Now, the best part about this, though, is this actually has already been out in Japan for about 2 months, and the Japanese release has full English support. Now, I haven't picked this one up yet myself, but it's definitely been on my watch list considering my Japanese backlog is really heavy right now. But anyway, so you have basically city and world building aspects kind of the Legend of Mana series. You have this sort of monster collecting or monster spirit collecting that helps you take care of your battles. And of course, it seems like it's a solid turn-based strategy game with that amazing art style. So let me know if this is something you're going to be picking up when it comes out in February in the West, or let me know if you're going to pick it up. If you have access to like Japanese yen cards, this might be something you can get real cheap. So in the fourth slot, we have a game that definitely caught my interest just from its name alone, and that is McDroid. Now this game looks absolutely fracking adorable. Oh geez. I mean, you got this, what is this? This is like a 3D tower defense with a lot of base building elements. You got full customization of units. You can just dress your unit up with a unicorn head, and you plant trees to reinforce your base, and you use strawberries for upgrades. It just looks like pure chaotic fun. Definitely something that piqued my interest after I looked a little bit more into it. The price point's also really nice here too. It's fairly inexpensive. I think it's 15 USD right now in the shop. So definitely something that's on my watch list. Given my current backlog, I might not be able to pick it up, but this is something that I will be keeping my eyes on, especially if it goes on sale. So the final game we'll be looking at today is something that just recently dropped, probably about a week ago from when this video will be uploaded, and that is Guild of Ascension. Now, this game definitely caught my eye immediately because I definitely felt Fort Triumph vibes from it. Now, I do admit the art style doesn't really attract me. I wasn't a big fan of Fort Triumph's art style, but I really can't discount how beautiful and how vibrant this game looks. It just looks so colorful. Now, the big thing for me that attracted me is in the trailers, it seems you have 10 seconds to really think what to do on your turn, and then you're only given 10 seconds to act on your turn. And I absolutely love this pressure idea. Putting the player in a high stakes, high stress situation, getting them to sort of feel and move and process things quickly, I think is fantastic for veterans of the strategy game genre. So this is definitely a game that I will be picking up in the future, and I will be very much looking forward to talking about more. And there you are. 5 strategy games you missed, released in December 2021 and January 2022. Given Guild of Ascension still fairly new, so perhaps between this time that this has been recorded and this video is released, maybe there's some content out. But the other ones, I hope they may have been new for you, and hopefully maybe you had your interest piqued. If so, do let me know which ones in the comments were definitely ones you want to be checking out, or maybe you've had a chance to play some of these already. If so, yeah, let us know your experiences. I would be happy to hear your thoughts on some of these games as well, and I'm sure other people who are looking for new things to play would be as well too. Also, if you like the content, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. And yeah, because this whole point of the video is to get more people looking at these types of games, share it with your friends, people in your circle. Perhaps you have other strategy gamers that play on the Switch and you want to show some new stuff to them, or maybe there's some gamers who are interested in strategy and you think that one of these titles might be good for them. So that'd be great. Otherwise, this is Show. Thank you so much for watching the video. It really means a lot. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Cheers!